Concave versus convex. For our discussion, we're going to focus mostly on polygons. Now, in a polygon, you have something called a diagonal that connects two non-consecutive vertices. Now, in this shape here, if I call this point A, point B, point C, D, and E, if I go along the border, I'm connecting or traveling between consecutive vertices. The non-consecutive ones would have to be connected by going through the inside of the figure here in most cases. But there is one where you would be outside the figure. Right here, this is an exterior diagonal right there, where you're connecting these non-consecutive vertices B and D. Well, a polygon that has at least one exterior diagonal is called a concave polygon. Otherwise, if every diagonal is on the inside, it's a convex polygon. So here we can see that in several places. We can see that here and here on this one. We can see that here and here and here on that one. I'll get to this other shape down here in just a moment. On this side, though, you can't see any diagonals outside of the figures. They're all inside. For example, here's one on the inside, here's one on the inside, and every one of them ends up being on the inside for these figures. Here's another one, here's another one. And that's the requirement to be a convex polygon. All the diagonals are on the inside. Well, sometimes that idea of diagonals is a little hard to remember. So another way that we look at it is we think about inside this word concave, we have the word cave. So if you think about something caving in, that means it's turned in on itself. And we see that happening right here, that these two sides are turned in toward the center of this object. These two sides are turned in toward the center of this object, and that happens here as well, and also here. We see that these sides are turned in toward the center of the object. So a cave-in is one way to help you identify if you have a concave polygon. Another idea is that you might have a place that, like a cave, water could collect. If you imagine water here collecting in this area, you could say that it holds or collects water. Okay, if it holds or collects water, then it is concave. Otherwise, it's convex. And you can see that on this one, water would come down and drip right off of it. So it would never hold water. It's not caved in. There are no sides pointing toward the inside of the figure. They're all pointing outward, so it's convex. Well, polygons are mostly what people talk about when they talk about concave and convex, but you could also apply this to other shapes that are not polygons. This is not a polygon because it's curved, but there is a place right here where water would collect. Here, even though it's curved and not a polygon, water would always fall off of it. It will not hold water, so it is convex.